Studies have shown that 54% of Americans feel like nobody knows them and they feel like they don't have true friends. So that means if you are in this category, I'm gonna exactly show you how you can make friends so quickly and with so much connection that it will actually feel illegal. In case you don't know me, my name is Martin and I have been studying charisma and communication skills for 3 years straight. I have acquired 30 friends in my local gym, blah blah. I was helping clients and things like that. That's why one day I was in one religious meeting and a lot of people there were coming onto the stage and they were sharing their stories with God. But suddenly there was this one man, this one moderator, you can also say. And this guy was not like any other moderator. After every single one of those people finished their speech, the man hugged them in front of the whole crowd, onto the stage even. And he prayed with them on the entire stage. And that is the skill that I'm going to be talking about today. Can you think what type of skill did this man use to make the whole crowd love him? And not even the crowd, also that one person who was standing onto the stage. I'm going to share with you exactly what this skill is. The skill of empathy will make other people love you almost in the click of your fingers. If you will learn how to do this, your power of charisma will be literally inside your hands. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how you can achieve this. If you want to first understand charisma and understand empathy, you need to have this very specific mindset installed in your brain. And that is, how would I feel in their position? The manager realized in this story that when someone comes onto the stage, they are probably really nervous. They are extremely anxious because it feels like everyone is judging them. But at the end, when he comes up to that person onto the stage, he hugs them and he starts praying with them in front of the whole crowd. That shows the true level of charisma. That's why the first step is to start with, how would I feel in that person's position? And when you want to express your empathy to others, you cannot do it with a very happy tone of voice, with this very engaging tone of voice. I'm gonna exactly show you why. Because all of these charisma experts, all of these communication coaches will tell you that have a up and down voice, so you will entertain the audience, so nobody will get bored. But in empathy, this is a big no-no. You cannot do this because then the other person will not feel that you actually care. That means when we want to express our empathy, it needs to be expressed with control. It cannot be this it needs to be steady. It needs to be with control. And I'm gonna share with you an example how you can do this. Imagine that you are going through a breakup and one guy comes up to you and he wants to show empathy, but he shows it in this way. Hey bro, listen, what's up man? I know that you got broken up with that one girl. Man, I'm really sorry that happened. I'm truly sorry. And I feel you, man, because that happened to me also. See, it is going up and down. It is not very controlled. It is not bad, but it is not also good. The way how we can make this even better is to give it much more control. And this is what I am doing with my friends when they lose someone in their life, when they are going through a breakup, or maybe they are going through a tough time in their life. The first thing I do is I do not dab them up. The first thing I do if I want to share the strongest levels of empathy possible is that I place my hand onto their shoulder and I start with, I understand how you feel. I understand that the thing that you are going through right now is completely tearing you apart. And I just want to tell you that I'm here for you if you need anything else. It was much different. You could have felt that energy, that control in my voice. It was not, hey bro, nice to meet you bro. Sorry man, this happened to you. I'm really sorry. I hope you will get well. That's so quick. It feels like the other person wants to rush the empathy in that scenario. But if you take the time, place the hand onto the other person's shoulder and will tell them, I understand what you are going through right now. The most important thing here is to have a strong eye contact with pauses. those pauses create the tension inside your voice. Those pauses make your message sink in. Once you say something and you add a pause after it, that message sinks in like crazy. If I am getting angry and then I pause, it is a pause of anger. If suddenly I'm getting really sad and a person in my family died, you could feel the pause of sadness. That means mirror the other person's emotion. That means if the person is sad, mirror their sadness. If the person is angry, mirror their anger, their wrath. If the person is happy, mirror their happiness. And mirror it with pauses. To be honest, in happiness, you don't really need to use those pauses, because you can just make everything funny, super high energetic. But most of the time when you'll be using empathy, it's on something that is really, really bothering the other person. It is something that someone died in their family, or maybe they're just going through a really tough breakup. And when you place your hand onto their shoulder, that's also a very important thing that you need to understand. You need to touch the other person. The touch is one of the most important things that you need to do in empathy. When you touch the other person, it shows them that the connection, the rapport between you guys is genuinely there. And it is real. That's why when you want to share empathy with other people, I'm not just gonna tell you that, put yourself into their shoes, because of course that is not gonna cut it. The only thing that you need to do is to touch them and also have a very controlled tone of voice. Do not jump with your voice, like all of those other speakers will tell you. If you want to entertain an audience, of course, that is a great advice to have. But if you are on a one-on-one with someone and you want to truly express how much you care about them and how much you empathize with them, that's a tough word to pronounce, then you need to show control in your voice. And also strong eye contact, touch, and pauses inside your speech, like I did in that example. That means if you want to learn charisma and become the most charismatic version of yourself in any room that you will ever enter, then you can click the first link in the description. I've helped clients and people like you improve their charisma to a crazy level where they can build connections and friendships in the click of their fingers. So if you are interested in that, click the first link in the description. I will see you right there. And if you hate the sound of your own voice, then you should click this video right here, because in that video I explain how you can fix your voice and make it sound much more majestic. Live a happy life.